Good afternoon. I'm Robert Hood, Lubec Fire Chief, and we are here today to give a demonstration on our AED program. It's quite something that they've accomplished, and thanks to the Lyons Club and the Women's Club, and Julia is here with me today, and she'll explain some of the stuff that got the program started. I will turn it over to her right now.
I'm Julia Brady, president of the Lubec Women's Club, and we saw a need for AEDs in town, and so I approached Bill Day, and between the Women's Club and the Lions Club and Bobby getting us some really good prices on AEDs, we were able to put several in town. We also have partnered with the medical center because these have to have new batteries, and so the Women's Club, the Lions Club, and the Medical Center have put money into an account so that Bobby can go around. And we want to thank Bobby for his leadership in this whole project, because it just is amazing to me that we have this in Lubec. I'm sure you're aware of the Buffalo Bills player who actually died on the field, and the medical people who were the least paid people in the stadium saved his life. And so we're hoping that we never have to use these, but if we do, we'll be ready for them.
Okay, we can start on the most common AEDs. We have got these in 11 different spots right now. And this is what you'll notice into a store, fire truck. There's different locations, and we will make sure that everybody has a list. Okay? You can give me just a second. So, what you're going to do is open the case, just a zipper. You see it? Okay? You're going to open it up. You're going to pull out the machine. That's what it looks like. Okay? The biggest thing is people will get very nervous when they look at one of these machines. When you pull it out, you got to have full concentration. Just don't pay any attention to what everybody's hollering and trying to tell you, screaming. You pull it out, and you're going to see two buttons here. Okay, the green one is your off and on button. Everything on these machines is voice activated. It will not give a shock to somebody unless it tells you to. So what you're going to do is, once the machine's out, you're going to pull out your pads from the rear. This is what it looks like. Okay? Turn your button on.
Call for help. Remove pads from package in back of unit. Apply pads to patient's bare chest as shown.
Okay, on this,
Apply pads to patient's bare chest.
okay, this is your pad package. They are plugged into the machine at all times, so you don't have to plug one in. Okay? What you're going to do is, it says right on them, just tear. Okay? You're going to open. You're going to pull your pads out. Okay? The package is there, don't worry about it. Here's your pads from the machine, okay? There's two, okay? Now they're, I'm getting this straight. The way that they're on there is one package. You're gonna peel, orange tab, okay? Renee, that camera should be fine.
Okay.
Okay, now, okay, Renee, peel them, and you're gonna
On the
position-
pads, it shows you a diagram of which pad goes where. This pad will go here, and this pad will go here.
And we're gonna demonstrate by putting them actually on me. Okay?
Of course,
Yeah.
the chest would be bare.
Yeah.
This is just for show. Make sure they're tight. And that's where they go.
Okay? Now, each of these packs, okay, packs contain a breathing barrier, and they're all in a case. The most important part is these. So before these are put on, you're going to pull these out and you're going to cut the clothing from the chest. Okay? On the women, you're going to have to cut the shirt and the bra. Okay? Make sure that the chest is bare. In these packs also is a razor. So for the men, because these pads will not stick to chest most of the time if there's too much hair. Okay? If you don't have it, each pack contains 2 or 3 of these. Okay? You would put this on, if you didn't have a razor, put this on, pull it quick. Use another pad. Okay? But like I said, every pack has a razor in there. Okay? I know it might be time consuming, but just try to bear with it. And one of the biggest things is, like I said, try to tune everybody out, because people are going to be hollering and screaming at you. And that's the most important. Just concentrate on what you're doing. Okay? These vapor barriers, most of the people will not, most of the time will not be using them. Okay? They just pop them open, put them over the mouth, and you're going to breathe into it. Okay? But like I said, most of the time you won't be using that. The AED is the most important thing going.
And CPR, active
And
CPR.
CPR.
And this is not a CPR class.
No.
That's a separate class, but this is just to teach people not to be scared of this unit, and that if you don't, I mean, people are scared to do it thinking that they might hurt somebody, but you're not gonna hurt anybody.
And like I said, we'll turn it on.
Call for help. Remove pads from package in back of unit. Apply pads to patient's bare chest as shown. Apply pads to patient's bare chest as shown.
Okay, once it reaches this step, your pads are on. The machine will come down and you'll see a set of lights going. It will say analyzing patient, stand clear. At that time, nobody touches the patient when it's analyzing. If a shock is required, it will say give shock now. Then you're going to reach and you'll hit this red button. Whatever you do before you hit that red button is please just tell everybody stand clear. That's one of the biggest things, is nobody can touch the patient or you'll get shocked. Okay?
Zooming in on that shock button.
And do you see it?
Yep.
Okay, this is the one type, and like I said, everybody just use your own patience, take your time, put them on. The machine will take care of the rest. All you got to do is push a button if it tells you to. Okay?
While you're getting the other unit out, I'll show the location of where all the AEDs in Lubec are located.
And there's usually a sign on the door that says that there's an AED present.
Yes.
So these are the businesses and facilities in Lubec that have AEDs. It's pretty special.
Very.
And like I said, this unit here is the most common one that we have out there right now. Okay? Also, you might see one of this, which is no different than that one right there. The only thing that this one does is got a screen display. Okay?
Call for help. Follow instructions to apply pads. Remove clothing from patient's chest. Locate pads package in back of AED. Tear open pads package. Peel adhesive pads from blue liner. Apply pads to patient's bare chest as shown. Remove clothing from patient's chest. Locate pads package, powering off.
So like I said, this is the only other unit out there other than the standard one. This one gives you a little bit more definition on what you're doing. It's the same thing. Once you put the pads on, and it'll automatically start analyzing the patient. Okay, no one's to touch the patient. If a shock is required, it will tell you to hit the red button. Shock advised. Make sure no one is touching the patient. That's the biggest thing. These machines are built that somebody could come in off the street and just go by what the voice is telling you. Okay? You'll notice the pads around here. They don't have to be exact. As long as you're in the general area, they will work. I'm trying to think if there was a prompt. Some of the machines, I'm not sure on this one if the prompt tells you if the pads are in the wrong location or not. But if you're in the general area, the pads will work. Okay? But like we said, like Renee had said, make sure that all you do, it's automatically, it's self-description where to place the pad when you pull them out. Like I said, we got these around a lot of locations.
I'll show
Okay.
the list again, in case you missed it the first time.
And like I said, if somebody is in distress and they are having a heart attack, don't be scared to go get one of these by any means. Okay? If we have this out there and something happens in with a general location where we're so close, like we got two down the school, one's at the school, one's at LCOC. If something happened, somebody went down outside, we ended up with 2 packs there, don't worry about it. The more the better. Okay? That's about all I got to offer.
Let's
And
just recap. We'll just say the most important thing is to start 911.
Yes.
Get that system
Yes.
started. You don't want to be doing this without an ambulance on their way. So you have somebody call 911 and you have somebody doing CPR while somebody's getting the AED. And we encourage anybody to take a CPR class that is
If they
life-saving.
had the time, yes. It's definitely
And
well worth it.
thirdly, the most important thing is to get this off the wall and get it onto somebody's chest, because it's not going to help anybody in this case.
Yes. And recap, make sure the clothing, the scissors, take the clothes off.
And we can give a shout out to Down East EMS for helping maintain these units throughout the year. They make
Yes.
sure the pads are
Pads
not
are up to
expired
date.
and the batteries, and
Batteries.
we order them.
We appreciate this because you never know when you're going to need it. But in Lubec, we have it if we need it, and hopefully we won't ever need it. But thank you to Bobby Hood, who is the chief of the fire department, who keeps us all safe here in Lubec. And to Renee Gray, who is the town administrator, who does an amazing job. So we're fortunate to live here.
Thank you.